different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They'll go back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Buying some time as he moves left. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Stone. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McCulley. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, But he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense got it. They're on the run. Almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Creates a little space. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hauls it in. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Back open in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Grove. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get it.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He might want another play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be... up to start this drive. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Albright. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers and the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Covey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Porter. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. A little screen to the running back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. To the air, it's Stone. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wide receiver going in motion. The hand to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough.
Turning it on. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Stone. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On the run, still looking. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Working that wide receiver screen. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To the air, it's Stone. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Northwestern. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll line up to go for 2.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Marsh. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Klein. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down for the tackle.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. So here comes the Michigan offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here we go. Do the show. Right. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got a man. And he's brought down after a nice game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Here's a heat. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.